The lecturer basically asked us like who of us think spanking is a effective way of punishing a kid. Hi everyone and welcome to another vlog with me. I'm in my room right now and I just came back from a psychology lecture, and I wanted to share an interesting topic we spoke about today at psychology, and it was about spanking and if whether spanking is actually effective punishment for kids. So the lecturer basically asked us like who of us think spanking is a effective way of punishing a kid, and by no surprise majority of us said that yes it is, because according to society that's what people think. But actually, according to research, it is not very effective. In fact, learns the child does learn something, but then the child learns to avoid the punishment instead of the action. Like, next, let's say a child broke a glass in the house. The child won't learn to avoid breaking the glass, but will rather avoid getting punished for breaking the glass, if that makes sense. So it teaches them that, like, they get this mindset that as I can do anything another person thinks is wrong as long as I don't get caught doing it. So then apparently that kind of mindset has a detrimental effect as the kids grow up, and apparently kids that get according to scientific research, kids that got spanked while they were younger grow up to be deceitful and cheating adults. And then I started looking at myself and I'm like, well, they're not that wrong. I feel like all of us can like relate to that. I don't know, I feel like some of us have lied, or once in our lifetimes, not even just once, more than once. So then maybe it is driven from that. But yeah, that's what I found interesting. And then the other thing that we spoke about was abuse, like in a relationship. And then the lecturer asked us that we all like question, like when we hear someone saying, when we hear of someone who was in an abusive relationship and never left, we always ask ourselves, why didn't she leave? And apparently it's because of this other technique called, it's something reinforcement. I don't remember exactly, but I'm gonna study to remember it, obviously. But it's something about reinforcement. So basically, let's say the husband beats the wife, because in most cases it's the husband's like abusing the wife, but there are men that do get abused by their girlfriends and wives. But then just for this scenario, let's just use the generic one. So let's say the husband beats the wife terribly, and as a normal person you would think, okay, I would leave. But they say that there's this reinforcement act where after beating the wife, the husband will bring flowers and chocolates and gifts and say, please don't leave me, I love you, I was just so angry and I lost control, it wasn't me. So then as time goes on, it gets like stuck in the brain, like, okay, at least I'm getting, like, the wife or the woman holds on to that positive action that the husband does after like beating her or whatever, and then believes and hopes that there's actually hope that he might change and that he still loves her and all of that. I don't know if I explained it properly. Don't come after me. I'm just trying to explain it to the best of my understanding as of now. So yeah, I just found that really interesting. And I also wanted to talk about my first year curriculum, because I don't want you guys to get like a wrong impression of like a first year as a student. So basically you're gonna see throughout my vlogs that I actually have a lot of free time. Like, I'm not as busy as other students, and that's because I did BSc 1 last year. And basically BSc 1 and medicine 1, they have the same subjects except for psychology and poem. So in medicine 1, the proper curriculum and the subjects supposed to take English, maths, not maths, what am I saying? Supposed to take English, physical science, biology, chemistry, poem, and psychology. So when I did my first year of BSc last year, I did math, physics, chemistry, and biology. So this year I got exempted for 4 of those subjects that I've just listed. So basically I'm only doing poem and psychology for this year, and then obviously next year I'm gonna go back and start doing the curriculum like every other kid in class. So yeah, I just wanted to explain to you guys that situation, because as of now I'm done with classes for the rest of the day, whereas other people in my class who are fresh, not exactly fresh out of high school, but didn't do a course that had the subjects that they would take now in first year, are having class, and they are going, I don't know where they're going, I think they have bio or something now. To make myself some breakfast now, and then I have to meet up with my primary emergency care group, because we need to practice our primary emergency care skills, because last week we had a seminar and I did not do well. I panicked and I did not know like how to, like, I knew the steps, but then being in front of the person who was acting to be a patient, like, it just made me nervous, and then I forgot everything, and I was just like, what do I do now? So I want to practice that with my group, so that this upcoming Friday we are more prepared and we've practiced, so that maybe our nerves will be a little bit better. Yeah, and then we also have to meet up because we have a presentation. They divided us into groups, or we divided ourselves into groups, and each group has like a section that they're going to teach us on Friday. So we're gonna meet up and discuss that, and also practice for our primary emergency care skills. And then that's my day. And oh, I'm also going to study. Obviously I'm going to study, and yeah, my day is pretty chilled compared to the average first year medical students. So yeah.
So this is what they do. I think this is wrong. I also think this